but the spiritual elation that you feel. You see, this is weird. Don, we put you into this mode, so don't feel awkward talking. You don't have to share this with anyone. If you want to, you will. You probably will because you're open like that. You're becoming more open. So be consciously aware of that, please. You could very much have the so-called, oh shit, I drunk dialed last night feeling. Just you realize, yeah, I know. There's nothing you could have done about that. It's a requirement. Don't be stressed about that. You're becoming so open, something bad might happen. No, because as you're becoming more open, other people are taking steps up the ladder. Maybe being the way you are right at this minute 5 years ago would have frightened people or given off a bad vibe, or you would have really cared what they thought. But as everyone else ascends up a step, you go up a step. You seem to stay stationary, but everyone knows that they've moved forward. Keep going with this openness. And it's weird for you because that's part of the isolation, isn't it? Yeah, you'll figure out what's going on later. But do you feel like you've been jumped? By the way, jumped, if anyone ever listens to this, is when the spirit jumps into you and is essentially using your physical body to communicate. No, I don't. But it's weird in my mind right now. I'm playing mime, like there's two people talking, and it's more natural to talk to myself in the third person than it is to try to be myself and talk to myself. That is, and saying that is quite a realization. Think about that. Hi, Don, how are you? Oh, I'm good. When you play that little role with yourself, you never really are out of the main character of the person you always are. You have to step into this other third person role. Right now, I'm sitting here and I see the ghost of who I am 99.9% of the time, kind of passed out next to me. And I'm sitting here talking as this new guy. I don't know what this means. Is this representative of spiritual shedding of a death or something like that? Hey, you were seeing the signs. Yeah, I know. You try to put definitions on everything right when we present them to you. You know that's not how it's going to work. You just know it's not going to work that way. When you're in school, it's not as simple as, hey, Mrs. Johnson, what's 2 + 2? It is 4, Don. Oh, okay, that makes sense to me. These equations you're working out now are so complicated. These are equations that take multiple days, if not weeks, of classroom time before you come up with the final answer. This is very much the Good Will Hunting equation. There is no, oh, look at that problem. Oh, that's the answer. You're going to have to work through the equation as we will slowly present to you the pieces that make up what eventually will be in a day, hour, or month the answer, just like you got today for questions you have or don't remember you were going to ask a month ago. The brilliance of that. Remember those days? Yeah. Being able to answer yourself with giving yourself correct answers to questions that you had not yet asked but had. What does that even mean? It was as if I was being given answers to things like, okay, we said a second ago 2 + 2 was 4. Okay, let's say the teacher's basically saying, every other student I've had before, no pun intended, has now asked me what 4 + 4 is. So when we're presenting you with answers to things, and you say, Don, we say, what's 2 + 2, and we say 4, then we inject into that, oh, and the answer to the next question is 8. And you're like, okay, and you don't even know what the next question is yet. And then you go, oh, hey, what's 4 + Whoa, I already know, it's 8. Aha. See, they're answering questions before I ask them because they just know. So they're like, yeah, why make another trip? Just give them all the answers now, and then you'll put it where they fit. That can be dangerous with Don. Yeah, that's one time. Remember that? He got a hold of that bad acid. He thought it was Jesus. He went up on the roof. He couldn't get him down for a month. That's a line from the movie Airplane. But you having fun? Yeah. We love you very much, man. I know. That's going to sound weird saying on the... I'm going to put this on YouTube. Trust me, you're not going to worry about saying it. Yeah, I see that. This is where he thinks quietly to himself about all of you. Oh, yeah, I see that. Oh, those fucking people, dude. You see that too, right? Yeah. How does that feel to you? It makes me nervous. Yeah, I would. The interesting image just placed in me. You're on point for the platoon. It's safe to walk through here. It's one of the reasons we have you talking about it all the time. Because whether they know it or not, maybe they won't realize it till another day or date. Everyone's going to eventually make it to the point you're making it at. But yeah, you're very much in the lead role. And the guy who's on point, we kind of want to see what he says when he's up front. Like, what are you saying? Like, what is it like not to be third, fourth, fifth in line, to not know what's coming next, or to be the first to know what's coming next? You then describe it, you explain it, you record it, hoping someone finds this gem, and maybe we'll guide them to videos like this in case they're struggling, they're not sure what's going on. Wow, this guy is saying exactly what I'm going through, right? And that's a role you understand well because it's been brought to you, and it's a role you are now fitting into. On ways you don't even know. You're just talking off the top of your head. Don't realize that you're actually giving very accurate descriptions, even when you're not giving descriptions. Of, you know, I could just tell. Well, I could just tell by the way he's talking, dude. He's at that phase I'm at. See, you're so fucking smart, Don. We're not trying to jock you. We're just saying. You don't give yourself much credit. You're always obsessed with people are going to think I think I'm smart. Dude, we're not worried about that. It's not possible. People in that position don't think that. Look at me, I'm in a head roll. I'm so cool. I mean, you may say that, but it's really, wow, dude, I'm really nervous because what? You have this weight on your shoulders, dude. I hope I don't let everyone else down. That's a million miles away from, I think I'm so badass. We wouldn't put you in that position because you lead people into trouble. And, I mean, you've made mistakes, not in the sense of being fucked up and saying something you shouldn't have, but, you know, take two, take three. As we say, you put it on repeat. Record that again. Why? It didn't sound right, and we're going to have a lot of people hearing you say that someday.